A very warm welcome everyone, my name is Nick, we're on the ZX Spectrum 48K and we're going to be looking at Starfox, published by Reaktor in 1987. Now I'm going to try and look at it because it is a space adventuring game, a bit in the style of Elite involving vector graphics, so there's quite a few controls, but basically the idea is a ninth planet has entered your particular solar system, breaching your defence called the Rubicon, which is like a square shield, which we'll come to in a bit, and this planet is attacking all the other 8 planets. Here's our ship here. Now we must find where those 8 planets are and defend them and shoot all the convoys, I believe. You can develop extra weapons too. So the view, there's all the planets there, but we don't know their locations as of yet. So the views are through your central cockpit, and then below those you can see the reverse view. There's our weapons. We've only got slot 1, so the initial laser enabled. There we go. So you can do T for turbo, which is like a hyperspace. But it's probably best to do the Rubicon, it's this square here, and that's your playfield. When you see things like planets and convoys, they will represent by dots, but you need to locate them in the first place. Now, all the time your fuel's running down, so you've only got a limited amount of time to complete each mission, but if I get killed straight away, I have got a cheat for infinite fuel and infinite shields. So there's a convoy there, I thought I saw a convoy, and they're shooting at us already. Now, L... level incomplete. Well, yeah, L is target on and off, so that will focus on it. If you take too many hits, of course, you're dead, but you must blow up the convoys because they're all evil. Have you got the idea? Yeah, so quite quick to get into this game, but it'd take a long time and dedication to actually get good at it, and this is only my first go. So I thought I'd show you at least how it plays, what the graphics are like, so you can get a general idea. Is it worth tracking down if you own the main hardware or maybe just emulation? So here we go. It's a space game. Not as straightforward as 3D Star Strike, which is based on Star Wars, the arcade game. This is, as I say, a nod towards Elite, which I haven't reviewed yet on the Spectrum. Unbelievable. 1987 Reaktor. Oh, if I didn't mention it, it doesn't make any difference to the storyline, but your name is Hawkins, the pilot of this ship. You're the hero of the piece. Can I blow anything up? I'm taking a lot of hits to the backwater here, so just keep an eye on your rear view screens. That's when they're behind you and you're a sitting duck, so you must climb and get out the way, or hit T for turbo like that and see if we can outrun them, for a little bit at least. Don't forget to go to your Rubicon square shielding to check where everything is every now and again. So it's space. As a kid, I probably would have given this a bit of a go until I got bored of it and didn't know what I was doing, which was probably about 2 weeks worth, I think. But vector graphics are nice. I like that in 3D. So Spectrum is doing quite a lot here for 48K. Fuel's not looking particularly good. You see that yellow bar there. I think that's my fuel, or maybe it's my shield. Anyway, as soon as that's 0, you're doomed. And it looks like we might be doomed very soon. The coordinates are represented on the top there of the display. You'll use those when you find the actual planets to home in, oh, game over, to home in on the actual planet and then dock or whatever you need to do. But the chances of me finding a planet on this quick gameplay are near to none, but fingers crossed, I may always fluke it. We've now got cheats on, folks, so I have to admit it. So we've got infinite fuel and infinite energy, so we can't be taken out of the sky. Let's just see if we can find a planet. Our coordinates at the moment are 50, 50, 50. Convoy detected. Right. There are different ships in this. They're not all the same, which is a good attention to detail. Whoa! I think we either hit that thing with a laser or just crashed into the side of it. Right, this is a bit more promising. So, shoot these. Cool, kaboom, got that one. Definitely needs music in there rather than saying going dee 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 dee. But yeah, it's a little bit quiet. I still haven't played Elite Dangerous, the most up-to-date spacefaring game. If you played that one, let me know. I think Starfox did come out on a number of other systems, more modern systems as well. Don't know too much about the genre, to be honest. I played quite a lot Frontier Elite on the Commodore Amiga back in the day. That takes a lot of controls, and I've probably lost all my special skills. So a review of that one would be quite difficult to do as well, but I'm sure we're going to have to at least attempt it at some point. A lot of it was involved in hyperspace or journeying around, I seem to remember, or trading in stuff. There's no trade element here as far as I'm aware. It's just shooting stuff and tracking down lost planets. Oh man, what are they? They look like Christmas tree decorations or some deranged jellyfish in outer space. Are you a space adventurer? Let me know. What is your favourite planet? Either real or made up. Take it, take that down. I think if I really did get into that Elite Dangerous game, I think I'd be lost forever. So I think they might have virtual reality in that as well. I think that's game over for me if I ever got played in that. Lasting longer this time. That's what infinite shields and energy does for you. Come on, it's in the crosshairs. I should have put a cheat in for beefier weapons, I think. Cockpit is well designed. They've got a number of colours in there. Yellow, blue and green, which I'm sure you could see. And a little bit of red. Kaboom! I do feel like a top spaceman now. There's a song there by Babylon Zoo. Spaceman. Something, something, something. Into spaceman. What a rendition. Da 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 dee da 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 da. That's the 90s. Right, the ship's behind me. Check the rear view mirrors or screens. Let's get out them. Let's shake them. It's probably be best if I turn off the engines and they just crash into me, because they've got me on a homing beacon. I think they're coordinates in the middle. 50, 50, 50. Maybe they're not. I thought they were. How am I going to find a planet? I think this review is just going to be me in space. Trying to shoot these boys, and that's going to be it really. So it might not be a super review, a super long review, or both. Space, eh? Whoa, man. There's no one else aboard this ship apart from me. You can't pick up passengers. Another passenger who wants to get on. I just keep thinking of songs now. Right, that's that taken care of. Surely there's just one more in the convoy. I don't know what they're a convoy to. They can't be out here in deep space on their own. There must be a planet nearby, wherever that may be. So just to recap on our mission then, Hawkins' mission, we must find 8 planets that have been attacked by a 9th planet that's entered the system, controlled by aliens, and they're shooting everything on sight, and we've got to find all our own planets and defend them and kill everything around it, which would take absolutely ages, I would have thought. Longer than what time I've got available anyway. So there's the planets. We found none. Hope you're enjoying the Spectrum reviews. They will always continue because we're never going to run out of games to review. It's just that we might hit quite a few bad ones. Maybe I should start doing top 10s as well so we can have a look at those good ones again. But anyway, this isn't a bad game overall. I quite like it. It's just one for it. A particular sort of child or adult would particularly like this game. You like exploring, you like big elements of not much happening, you feel a bit like a real time in it. For me, I think it's okay. It's not one I'd rush back to immediately because I keep comparing it to Frontier Elite 2. But back in the day, 1987, it's in the sort of era where it would have been a success, it would have been acceptable. If it was in 1990, it would have struggled. But 1987, it's in the right hole. It's in the right era of games. What's that? Convoy detected. Right, convoy. Our location at the moment is 46, 44, 50. Pick a direction. This is especially handy if you're doing turbo in space. I've never heard it called turbo. There's a dot there. That must be a ship. We'll have to try and find planets by accident. It's a bit like finding stuff like battleships. You're in the dark. B5. Miss. B8. Hit. You've sunk my battleship. Planet detected, did that say? Right, let's bring up the Rubicon in a minute as well. We've detected a planet. Great. Will it grow in the view? So our location... So we've got 2. 10, 57, 47 is Vector. And Misto is 22, 42, 46. So if we go to those coordinates, we should be able to find something, one would have thought. But then... Oh, I haven't got a bit of paper to write them down. How am I supposed to remember all that stuff? We could just aim. We'll aim towards the planet with top precision and hopefully find it. What do you think? Du, 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 du. Ahead, warp factor 2, Jim. We got something wrong with the engines. They can't take it. Right, we're taking a bit of a battering, but it doesn't matter because we got infinite strength, infinite power. We need to find these planets. Now, of course, if you ever found the planets and landed on the planets or done whatever you got to do with the planets, defended them, let me know what happens at the end of this game after you've discovered where all these planets are and you've saved them from the tyranny of planet number 9. What does actually happen? Cancel autopilot. Well, we can do that anyway by pressing L each time. I don't know what colour these planets are. They've probably got a different colour for each one. There's eight planets. There's 8 colours on the spectrum, so that would sort of like make sense, wouldn't it? And there we are in the Rubicon. Yes. Well, some of these ships, a lot of these space games are heavily influenced by Star Wars. How could you not be? So you will get the occasional alien ship that does look suspiciously like a TIE fighter, because that's what they've modelled it on. And there's not many shapes, polygon or vector-wise, that make up a TIE fighter, is there? So that's why the incentive was so strong, I presume. You'll see that yellow 1 on the left there. That means we're on weapon 1. We haven't got the upgrade. Whether we need to defeat or save a planet before we get that upgrade, I'm not sure. And then the vector graphics beef up with extra big aliens. That probably is the case. Oh, look at that. It's 3 together. Yeah, see, look, TIE fighters. They are TIE fighters. Darth Vader and the other 2 bods, as those officially known, in the Death Star canteen. 2 of them left there. I think 1 just blew up on my shields. Okay, well, I think we've pretty much seen all of this game there is to see. There's not too much more I can tell you here. So I think we'll leave that there in space. Hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Starfox on the ZX Spectrum, published by Reaktor in 1987. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything Spectrum, or indeed retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. It aims to be nice and friendly here, despite me firing at everything. A big thank you to everyone that's subscribed so far. If you haven't already and liking the channel, please consider doing so, because that helps it grow, go in the right direction. If you want to help it a bit more, there's always patreon.com/njenkin. Every bit really does help there, and I really mean that. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.